Act 7. We must improve our maths. It says in Acts chapter 6 that the disciples decided to multiply themselves by giving away responsibility for caring for the poor. And what happens because of that in Acts 6:7 is, so the word of God spread, the number of disciples in Jerusalem increased rapidly, and a large number of priests became obedient to the faith. We follow the trend, and Jesus had the few hundred. Pentecost adds a few thousand, and then we're reading in the chapters a few hundred more being added, and then suddenly we get to Acts 6, and then beyond as Stephen is persecuted, to a scattering and a huge multiplication. This church literally turned the Roman world on its head. And we've been good at additions. I thank God for every addition God has given us, but I believe the time ahead of us is going to be for multiplication by intentional giving away, releasing of gifts and people into the mission field. Now, I know there is a maths test that maths teachers love to give their students. Which would you prefer? Would you prefer £10,000 added every single day for a month? Or would you like a penny, which is doubled, the amount is doubled every day for a month? And most math students can work for a week and think, well, at the end of a week, that's 70,000 versus 64p. But what they fail to see is by the end of a month, you will have 300,000 versus 10.7 million. What we need to understand, brothers and sisters in Commission Family, in this second half, is we all need to multiply ourselves. We need to give our life away to others so that we see God's multiplication. If you think of, in the next 3 years, every single Commission Family member winning one soul for Christ, think how the mission will go forward. Think of our churches as leadership factories where we're multiplying leaders. Leaders are reproducing leaders who are reproducing leaders, and that way we can increase the number of churches we're lovingly caring for, planting and adopting.